How's it going, guys? I'm KTO, and as I called it, we had the greatest Super Bowl of all time. We just watched Atlanta pull the equivalent of the Warriors blowing a 3-1 lead, which makes up for some of the bad playoff games we had. Really quickly, shout out to the winner of my Fire Fan League, Michael Turner. Well done, my friend. But to move on to the video, we just watched the Patriots pull off the improbable. And how exactly did this happen? Let's find out. First, let's recap the first half. This game started off rather slow. Finally, the Falcons put together a drive and put up the first points of the game. After that, the Falcons began to roll. You saw their offense start to look fluid, and their defense causing havoc for Tom Brady and this Patriots offense. In a dominant second quarter by Atlanta, this game went into halftime with pretty much all hope going out the window for New England. The Patriots couldn't hold onto the ball. Brady hadn't even played well, and receivers couldn't get open. And even when they did, they would drop the ball. And their defense looked like Swiss cheese for Matt Ryan and this offense. Holes everywhere. Matt Ryan had almost a perfect stat line going into half. Virtually unstoppable. And guys were getting wide open. On the other side of the ball, Brady was searching for answers. He was getting pressured almost every play. And like I said, guys couldn't get open. Things just weren't in sync for this offense. No rush attack and constant pressure on Brady. But if you noticed, Belichick remained calm going into half. There was still a lot of football left to be played. Here's what New England changed in their approach. A, more pressure on Matt Ryan. B, shut down the Falcons' rush attack on first down. And C, after showing sparks in the first half, get James White involved in the pass game. From there, open up the rest of the pass game on medium-ranged outside routes and crossing patterns. At first, the Falcons put together a drive, but after that, their offense went AWOL. With the exception of that fourth quarter drive with that insane Julio Jones catch. They hardly could move the ball at all. That's due to the Patriots shutting down their first down rush attack and putting major pressure on Matt Ryan, which caused multiple big-time sacks, including one that helped take Atlanta out of field goal range. Let's dive into this more. The Falcons averaged 10.9 yards per rush on first down in the first half of the game. Then in the second half, 2.8. That's a huge difference. Remember how the Falcons were in field goal range after that Julio Jones catch? A field goal there would virtually put the game out of reach. Well, the first play after that was a negative 1 yard rush by Freeman. Not a lot of people are going to talk about that being a difference maker, but it puts the offense in a low percentage situation. Think if they had rushed for 4 or 5 yards on that play. It would be 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5, and they would have options. They would have the defense on their toes, so they could expand the play calling. But because they dropped back a yard, they went pass, which then led to a sack, and it all snowballed from there. All started with that first down stop by the Patriots. Here's another critical scenario. It's 3rd and 1. You're thinking the Falcons should probably run the ball, but they decided to go pass. Here's why. Their previous 5 running plays equated 5 total yards. The Patriots had stacked the line and weren't allowing these elusive backs to see any daylight. So the Falcons felt the right way to go was pass. That's when the Patriots sent the house. Then the fumble happened. With the heat the Patriots were sending, Matt Ryan wasn't getting any time to think and was sacked 3 times in the second half. They couldn't keep the ball for very long at all either, due to their run game stagnating and getting into low probability situations. Because of this, and the Patriots putting together long methodical drives, the Falcons got killed in time of possession in the second half. Then moving on to the Patriots offense. The Patriots went 3 and out to start the second half, and when they got the ball back, they were down 28-3. This put them in a desperate situation, and they ended up in a 4th and 3 on their own side of the field. They made the bold move to go for it. They ended up getting it, but so far this drive wasn't fluid. No rhythm. Then on 3rd down, 39-year-old Brady tucked it and ran. This scramble by the old man was the longest run for the Patriots the entire night. And it honestly was a momentum-changing play. That literally was about the time the script flipped. For that moment, the run game opened up just for a split second, and the Garrett Blunt set them up in the red zone, to then go on to a James White catch and score. With that end of the drive, that put the Falcons on their toes defensively. So Brady was able to get more time in the pocket, and started dissecting the defense every which way. Honestly, this is when Brady put the pedal to the metal, with the greatest fourth quarter Super Bowl performance I've ever seen. I feel the biggest thing he did was utilize literally every weapon he possibly had. He had 6 different players have at least 4 catches, and here is where the James White effect takes place. When you start to connect on medium-range passes down the middle and comeback routes to the outside, it stretches the defense and forces them to respect the mid-range pass game. Problem with that is you leave linebackers to cover running backs. With a guy as quick as James White, there is no chance a linebacker can keep up on quick hitters out of the backfield. And the Patriots exploited this ever since the scoring drive right before the end of the first half. The Patriots would go back and forth with this. Quick hitters to White, then back to mid-range passes, then back to White. Atlanta would adjust, and New England would just go back to what was working before. Excellent second half adjustments by offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels. Also, they elected to run the ball in goal line situations. Seattle, take notes. To recap what the Patriots did: A, more pressure on Matt Ryan. B, shut down the Falcons' rush attack on first down. And C, after showing sparks in the first half, get James White involved in the pass game. From there, open up the rest of the game on medium range outside routes and crossing patterns. And it wasn't like this went perfectly. They had a missed extra point and messed up that onside kick. But with Brady putting up the most yards in Super Bowl history, their defense sticking to that second half game plan I talked about, and a little bit of Super Bowl magic, you have the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history. All thanks to incredible adaptability and game adjustments made by the Patriots. Thanks for checking out this video. We are now in the offseason, and I have a ton planned. Draft previews, what if scenarios, what teams should do in the offseason, and the list goes on. Be sure to subscribe to catch all my offseason videos. So have a good one, and I'll catch you in my next video. Yeah.